Well, I parked up. Somewhere over there is Withi Gill, some sort of mountain thing, probably underneath the clouds. On top of that is a crashed aeroplane. Well, it is beautiful up here, and I'm very proud to have reached the summit of Withi Gill. Apparently it's 2.5 miles straight line. That'd be on a flat surface as well. I don't know whether I'm more proud of my courage or more concerned at my stupidity to have done that. I reached the summit, reached the cairn, and now I have to go all the way back again, and it is literally like trying to wade through porridge. Well, I'm following the summit line along. I think it's over the other side of that scarred hill there. I mean, it's really pretty up here. Right, those beautiful lake hole pond things over there, coming round, you can see the islands and Linus terminal behind. See this scar in front of me? There's wreckage in that, and some more bits and pieces scattered here. I think I finally located part of the crash site. Right, let's have a look what we got. Bits of riveted aluminium, broken glass, part of a 303 round. Bits of metal work, fuselage. Another round. Still with the cordite in it. So when the aircraft crashed and during the fire, the rounds cooked off, exploded. There's a few casings lying here. So why am I here? Why all that effort to get up this mountain and then locate this crash site? Well, it's recorded in the 254 battery war diary, 0620 19th March. A 220 Squadron Lockheed Hudson N7310 crashes in poor weather on the slopes of Withi Gill to the west of H6, killing all crew members. Sergeants Harris, Toe, Street and Wood. Seems to be bits spread over a fair area. I've just come down and back towards the coast, sort of Linus area. There's a fairly substantial piece here, aluminium, glinting in the sun. Look at that. Another piece here, so clearly there was an explosion. Unless these bits were ripped off, so it went up that way. When I turn this panel over, you can still see original paint inside. I'll put it back in place now. So you know I said it was recorded in the battery war diary. Well, dead centre there is Risa Lodge, and I can just make out the gun pits from here. I'll go back that way because it looks an easier route, certainly to the one I came. Then I just discovered there's some more up there. Damn it, I looked here, there's some more. Really is scattered over a wide area. So you've still got intact paint on the inner sides, and to be honest, that still looks like original brown paint on the outside to me. Wow, it's a pretty large panel. The wood is also still intact. Still the rivets. Wow. There's pieces everywhere. Okay, I found the substantial bits of wreckage. There's an oleo leg up there, the undercarriage bits here, there's a wing there, and more pieces. That first bit of wreckage I visited must have been something like a turret or a nose or something like that. Hit it, smashed up, come off, and the rest of it carried on along here somewhere. There we have one of the undercarriage legs, and moving across, there's more bits. It's a really substantial piece of metal. undercarriage. But all these bits here, you can see them littered around. And just over here, wing. It's a massive bit of wreckage. I doubt that many people have visited it, to be honest. It's pretty remote. That really is a massive piece of wreckage. You can see how remote it is too. I doubt many people visit this particular part of Hawaii or the Orkneys, or think about people who were killed defending it. I'm really surprised how much of the actual paintwork is still visible. Hasn't completely faded away in the last 80 years. I mean, here you've got yellow and red on there, and a bit of black. There's wood that hasn't rotted away. Incredible. Looking underneath, and you can still see the paintwork quite clearly. It's been protected from the sun. Obviously there's a lot of rotting over time. The funny thing is, of course, if this had been a Spitfire, it would have been recovered, restored and flown by now. So there we go. That's the wing, the oleo leg area. That other area. And looking down dead centre, there's Risa Lodge and the gun battery. And just off centre to the right is Linus and the ferry terminal. Down in the valley, on my way down now, this piece is interesting. It's got some writing still intact. Something firing very pistol. Wow, so this is your flare tube. Oh, this is really interesting. So I guess we maybe pop that down there and fired flares out the bottom. Does that make sense? Anybody like to hazard a guess? Anybody who knows like to tell me? Wow, that's really something. So there's the underside, just turned for the time being. So there's the tube. Now this bend may or may not be an official bend, if you know what I mean. But there's the exit hole. That might give us some idea on what should go out there. I mean, it could be where they have a pee, I don't know. but the very pistol is mentioned right there next to it. Well, I'm at Line S now. This is Line S Naval Cemetery. Not far from Withi Gill lie the graves and the bodies of the 4 men who died that day, 19th of March 1941. Sergeant R.D. Harris, pilot, age 24. Sergeant G.E. Toe, pilot, age 22. Sergeant H.C. Street, wireless operator, air gunner, age 25. Sergeant W. Wood, wireless operator, air gunner, age 23.